Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. If you are new, welcome in as well. So this is going to be your future fortune-telling reading for love. Keep in mind, love can obviously be romance. That's mostly why people come to tarot, but it can very well be to where it comes out. It shows a family member, it could be a close friend, take it as it resonates, or we'll kind of see what comes out. So obviously the first card out for the Astro House will be love. All right, so that's already out. That is the top card. We will take a snapshot of the first 2 days to 2 weeks to 2 months. And then it will be 3 days to 3 months, 4 days to 4 months. All right. So we'll just get a little snapshot of where you are for future love and go from there. What's going on for Sagittarius in love? Okay. Man, this same card has come out for every reading in this series so far. It's the fair man. Gray hair, blonde hair, white hair. Okay. So for the first 2 days to 2 weeks to 2 months, time's fluid, so it can be different for everybody. You've got ladder and you've got chain. Okay. So it looks like, you're going to end up going through something that's going to lead you towards a higher level commitment is what I'm getting out of this. All right. So either you have already met somebody, or this person, the events in your life will bring this person in, like you'll meet them somewhere. Okay, because you have the fair man that came out in the next row. So this is three days to 3 months. So we've got the fair man. Okay, like I said, we've got gray hair, blonde hair, white hair. We've got the flag. So the flag in this T deck, it represents, not lowering your standards. And then we've got wedge. All right. So either you have a fair man coming in between you and you having love come in, or this is the person coming in. I feel like it's the first, though. Because with the chain of events, like there's things going on in your life, right? You're doing things. I feel, you're going out, there's certain, like, you have like a routine, I feel. You have a routine that you follow, but I also feel that, you're breaking out and adding new things. So you could be getting out with your friends more. You could be getting out in public, public events, meetups, kind of thing. And you're opening up your life to allow love to come in. So it's almost as if I'm talking to a Sagittarius who's like, yeah, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to open the door. I'm making changes. I'm doing different things to be able to meet more people, kind of thing. And I feel like you've got a fair man, or blonde hair, white hair, gray hair, that is trying to come in between you and you having love come in, and Spirit's like, don't get tempted to lower your standards in this situation. So I feel like this fair man coming back in is somebody you already know. So there's probably been issues in the past, and we have retrograde coming back up. Yeah. Retrograde. That's coming up in November. November 6th? Hold on. Mercury retrograde. November 9th through November 29th. Yes. Yeah. So here we are in October, and we're coming up into November. So yes, that makes sense with the timeline. So yeah, you're currently opening yourself up to allow love to come in, and you've got somebody in Mercury retrograde that's coming back, who's gonna drive a wedge between you and you meeting somebody new. And Spirit's like, don't be tempted to lower your standards. So it kind of depends on the history of this person. So I will be going into an extended. The extendeds are on my members only. So if you are a member for $3.99 a month, you will have access to any of the extendeds. So just so you are aware. And so what I'll do is when I go into the extended, I will most certainly get some, I have my deck here, the graffiti tea, which can be pretty detailed. And then of course I'll do zodiac archetypes, and we'll find out what signs and what this person's all about. So we'll get more details. So the next row, we've got 4 days, 4 weeks, or 4 months. You've got vulture, handshake, basket, and rat. Yeah. So here's the thing. Like I said, you obviously are changing things up. You're opening yourself up. You got somebody coming back. You are going to, with the handshake, you are going to meet somebody. Okay? Because you're already manifesting that in. You're ready to move on. You're ready to date. Okay? You're ready for love to come in. So, yeah, you're going to have, it feels like, somebody in the past coming back around, and you're also going to have somebody new coming in. Okay? And with the basket, I mean, this is like, to me, this is you getting recognized by new people. But with the vulture, you're going to want to be careful, because whoever this person is that's coming back in is probably going to you a little worried, okay, about the fact of you meeting this new person. Like you're gonna start to feel the anxiety of, wow, I've met somebody new, I kind of like this person, but yet, okay, well, they always say Murphy's Law, right? You know, as soon as you meet somebody or you move on or you start talking to somebody, there's always somebody from the past. And it's usually because it's Mercury retrograde. Here they come back in and you're always like, how do they know? Well, it's because what happens is Mercury retrograde is not always a bad thing. It does allow people to, one of two things, either come in to reconcile and, you know, try again, or it's, you know, this person coming back to kind of clear the energy, right? So it can give you the opportunity to get the closure maybe you didn't have when this person wasn't around you before they came back in. There may not have been closure, and so the universe is like, here, we'll give you a chance to get some closure. But you've got rat, so this tells me that this person's going to be working against you moving on and meeting somebody new. And so I hate to say this, what the universe does is they like to give you a test. Here's your test, and that's why dead smack in the middle, okay, of this is flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. So it all depends on kind of like what this person did in the past, right? What was the dynamics between the both of you? Interesting. So yes, so between now and 2 months, it actually feels like it's closer with Mercury retrograde. You know, you're going to start to bring in folks, all right, to date. And then, boom, here comes the axe. So, hope if this is what you needed, this is great. You know, if you just need to know, hey, you've got, you know, people coming in that are going to be ready to, you know, date you because you're open to it. And if all you need to know is that you've got a fair man, blonde, white, gray, somebody coming back into the picture, and you know to be aware of this and you're good, great. If others of you want to know more about the details about, maybe we can find out why this person's coming back. I mean, I know the rat's here, but, you know, it might not be all so bad, but then we're going to find out about who this person is, this handshake, this new person that you're going to be meeting. So if I don't see you over on the members for the extended, I hope that you received what you needed here. Much love and light. I will catch you on the next one. Talk to you soon.